We begin by going to add the product. Then we go to choose, home and garden. In this case, I'm creating a mug. So we go to kitchen, and then we go to mugs, novelty mugs, and we create select. We go in the product name, we enter, whatever we want to go as the first description. In this case, I'm going to do I love your coffee mugs. And I'm going to enter the word customize so, you can show in the search engine that I am actually offering customization in this product. And product ID is where you enter UPC codes. I bought these codes on eBay. They were very cheap. They were like 100, I think, for 20 bucks or something like that. But you don't have to buy UPC codes because you can get a GTDI exemption, which you can apply because you're doing a custom product. In this case, we want to achieve the product ourselves, so we choose that option, and I'm going to enter quantity 1 because I'm just doing a test, and I'm going to put it at $29.99 just because I don't want nobody to buy it. I mean, hey, if somebody buys it, I'll find a way to fulfill it. In battle information, I forgot to enter the brand name. You have to enter a brand name. These brand names do not have to be registered brands, because it is a custom product. It's like a merge. They just have to do it. And choose a file. Of course, I'm going to enter in a file to meet the requirements, 1,000 pixels, as I mentioned earlier. And in this case, I actually entered the wrong file, but hey, I'll fix it before. In description, of course, you're gonna enter, some key features there, and this is gonna be more for like the bullets, and for further description, you just enter whatever you want there. Of course, everything is searchable, so you want to optimize the words you use. But for that, we actually have the keywords tab where you actually enter the SEOs and all that stuff, terminologies. Remember, and Amazon hashtagging it doesn't work. So we create the product, and now it's going to go into manage our inventory. It's going to be there, but it's going to be about probably 10 to 15 minutes before it gets completely loaded with pictures and everything else. So then people can buy it like right away, but it's not going to be a full product. So now I changed the pictures, you can see, and now we go before we went to add a customization product, and I'm gonna choose that picture that's gonna be 400 by 400, and he's gonna name the surface, just enter a name, like place something here. Those things actually don't show up once you have the final product, but it's more for you to actually know what are you doing. As you can see, there's text customization and image customization. We're gonna choose text, and because I wanted to show this, in case you want to do image, you can just tell them, hey, give me a picture, and you're gonna probably ask a couple of stuff, and they will upload a picture, and it will get to you. In this case, I'm just telling it's gonna be text, and I'm telling them that it's gonna be there. I'm only gonna give him one text option, and anything that needs a specified label to this text area, they are never gonna see it. There are so many things that in custom steel that I think they could be tweaking. They ask you so many questions that I still haven't seen stuff, for them. But in this case, I'm gonna allow 20 characters, just because in more than 20 characters, the font is gonna get too small. And add customization is you wanna get one more customization, you can actually get another line at the bottom you want to, and there were, as I mentioned, in one of my posts, yeah, you can do the fonts. You go to add fonts. You can actually add a font from your database. I'll suggest doing that if you want the product to look more professional, but just make sure that you have the business license for it, because in this case you're gonna tell them what font color you're willing to use. And I'm just gonna tell them I just want it black. You can add as many as you want, but you have to make sure that you enter the right EG number there. You click actions, and they become active. So right now I'm allowing only to use the 4 that is by default. Of course, I forgot in surfaces. You go back and where it says there make this customization required for customers, I should have actually clicked in there. You have to do that, and you have to enter the number 20 there. If you don't add the make this customization required for customers mandatory, when you go to the product page, it's not going to have a custom page. Here you can enter that tab and you can just click and search by ASIN, and this is going too fast. And well, here we are, and you see I told you 20 characters, and right now I use 8 for Fernando and Ariel. Then we go to Georgia, Helvetica and Verdana. You see none of them really match my font that I use for the I love you one, so it will be ideal to get something that will match more. But usually these are spur to the moment products that people don't care about how they look. They only want to get a gift and they want to tell somebody that I love you. You see, the more text you add, the smaller the font becomes. That's what I say. 20 is probably too much, but sometimes people just want to get, there.